So if you noticed on when I sent the link, the topic of today was phrasal verbs, and we're just gonna go over 5 phrasal verbs. We have 6 here. We'll just go over 5, and if you have a question, just ask anything. Ask a question, and hopefully I can answer it for you. So starting here with the first phrasal verb. Uh, can everyone see the screen?
Yes,
All
I
right.
can.
So the first phrasal verb is go ahead. As you can see, it says to proceed with. That means literally to just take action, um, to move forward in anything like a discussion or a situation. Um, give you a sentence. Hey, do you mind if I borrow your computer, your laptop? And the other person may say, sure, go ahead. Go ahead. You can use it. Just make sure that you uh, bring it back in 1 hour. Go ahead. Thank you, Kanisita. Everyone know this phrasal verb or not? Anyone not know this phrasal verb? Just say yes. No. Okay.
Yeah, I just want to say that these phrase verbs are very important because I would like to share that I moved here 3 years ago, as James just says, and it's very important to know the typical phrases that native people use here, when they are expressing something. So go ahead is pretty common. You will hear that a lot here.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. On to the next. Go away. Go away. Literally meaning to leave for a specific amount of time, or to disappear, or to fade. One sentence I might be able to use this in. There's actually a couple of ways to say this. You can, let's see, one question or one sentence I can give is, my family and I will go away for 3 weeks to visit another country. My family and I are going to go away to visit Brazil, South America, Central America, Canada. We will go away to Spain. We'll go away to Egypt. You could also tell someone, let's say that someone is bothering you, molestando. You could tell this person, hey, could you go away? Please go away. You're bothering me. You're disturbing me. It's kind of hard, but I mean, it is the truth of how we might use it to let someone know that we are annoyed. Please go away. Or in the future, and we may also say like something like, we will be going away. We will be going away. I will be going away for a short time. So I hope that my employers hold my job for me. Hold my job. Questions, anyone? Thank you, Karen.
No.
Okay. Next one is go over. Uh, they only list one way to use this, but there's actually a couple of ways. One here, they say to review. So for instance, if in this class, I gave you some homework, I gave everyone homework of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and we come back next week, I might tell you all something like, hey, can everyone please go over what I've given you to read, because we will be going over in the next class. We will be going over the material. So please go over, please study, please review, because we will go over those things. Another way, they didn't list this here. You may say, you may ask, let's say something like, you ask your mother, you're a kid, and you ask your mother, hey mom, can I go over to Johnny's house? So literally meaning to go someplace. Can I go over to my friend's house tonight? Or can I go over to Jackie's house to spend the night? Go over. So to review, to reread, to study, or to literally go to some place. This must be self-explanatory because no one has any questions. Please, if you have a question, please, or we can also wait until after. We are now on the 5th. Go over 2. I'm gonna have to skip go over 2 because I just explained it as is going over to someplace, someone's house. So they already. So we'll go down to go through. Go through, to be approved. To read something, check it over carefully. I'm gonna share with you a couple of ways. One, this could be like for someone to, like, if you have a problem and you need to get through this problem, or you've finished going through a problem. Literally, we're literally saying, like, go through, to like pass through a situation, a hard situation. But at some point we know that problems don't last forever. So after it's all completed and said done, we got through the problem. So someone could tell you something like, hey, something like at church, they use this a lot at our church. They say something like, in order to get something, you must go through something first. In order to receive your doctorate degree, your PhD, your bachelor's degree, you have to go through the school first. You have to go through to achieve it. Go through something. Or literally, also, we may use this go through as in to go through time. Go through time, literally. I'm sure we've all seen a TV show or a movie where someone has gone through time. They go through a time capsule, and now they're in the year 200 years ahead or 200 years behind. They've literally gone through time. To go through time. I don't know what that noise is coming from.
To be approved, to read something and to go read through time.
Yes. Go through materials. Go through reading materials. Tonight, hey, would you like to come over to my house to basically review or reread, going back to go over, in this case, go through. We're going through the materials before the test tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like go over, go through. It's like similar when we want to use it for reviewing.
Mhm.
Go through my notes, or I will go over my notes. Is that correct?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to mute whoever that is.
I think that's me because I'm typing.
Ah, okay, sorry.
When I type, that happens. So I'm gonna unmute myself.
Okay,
I'm gonna mute.
okay. Yes, yes. Literally go over material to read through something, to go through it, or to go through a hard moment or a hard time, but come out of it at the end. At the end, as problems don't last forever.
To be approved.
And I guess we have more time still to go over to go to the last one. Go under.
Go under.
To fail, to go bankrupt, usually a business, or to be able to pass underneath something. So literally, if a business, like it says here, a business may fail, they didn't have enough money to survive. Maybe they couldn't pay employees. Yeah, good one. Get through this pandemic. Get through the pandemic together. But a company,
Go and get the same thing we can use.
yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. To go through it. We're all going through this together, and we'll all come out of this together at some point in time, hopefully, right?
Yeah. When we go
Mhm.
through this life, we will
We
go
go through life. Yeah.
and go through this situation. Yeah, it's a good example.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Okay.
So as I'm go under, literally, we can say they're not literally going under something, but they're going under a close. What happened to that company? Whatever happened to that company, Enron? Oh, they went under. The executives were stealing money, and a lot of people lost their retirement plans. The company just completely went under, or they have gone under.
I see.
And also, of course, to literally go underneath something. Let's go under the bridge versus going over the bridge.
But going under the bridge is correct. Yeah, it means I'm going under the bridge, because this is the first thing that I thought about, going under the bridge. And it's correct. Yes.
Yes.
Going under the bridge means walking under the bridge, right?
Uh-huh. Walking under or driving under. The car is going, we're going to go under the bridge because the route is going to be shorter if we go under the bridge.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Or how about the tunnel? The tunnel goes under water. I know in some country in Europe that they have a train system that goes under water, literally. Literally.
Denmark, I guess.
The tunnel is underwater.
Okay. But it's not used as a phrasal verb.
I mean, it's listed here, so I guess being an English speaker, we don't really realize when we use these phrasal verbs, but
it is a phrase verb, because remember that all the phrasal verbs, they have one verb and one preposition. That's the structure of it. So it is a phrase verb. Yes.
Oh, thank you. One verb and one preposition, you say.
One verb and one verb plus one preposition makes a phrase verb. That's why.
Thank you. I didn't know that.
Grammar, because you don't like grammar. I like grammar.
As English speakers don't use the we just speak it. We don't know it. We just speak it.
No, I know and I understand, but when you are learning English as a second language, you gotta go through grammar.
Yeah.
You got to go through it, huh? There's that word, go through it, huh?
Exactly. You gotta go through grammar. Yep.
Go through grammar.
Spanish people are the same. Is it the same? It's the same in your own. Yes, you're right. That's right. Because when I ask my wife some things about Spanish grammar, she tells me she doesn't know. Right? You don't tell me you don't know, right? It's the same thing.
My charger is there. Yeah, but Spanish.
Yes. Oh, I want to wait for her to come here. Your phone died? Oh,
No, 5 minutes.
okay. She's gonna say something about Spanish grammar.
Oh, you just make a reference that when you
When I
ask
ask
me,
you something in Spanish about grammar, you usually don't know or you don't want to discuss it.
yeah, I think I can, of course, it's my native language, so I can speak it fluently, but there are specific structures or information that I really don't know. I studied that at the school, but just I didn't. I don't. I think it's not something relevant for me,
Uh-huh.
and
Exactly.
it's sad. It should be important for me, but since you speak the language, it's like, what do you need that?
Need to know that. The specifics.
But if I wanna be a Spanish teacher, I should know that in order to explain my students why I think.
Yes. I agree. Well, everyone, shall we recap or are we done? Any questions? Anyone?
But I'm sorry, go under to be able to pass beneath something. What does it mean?
Beneath. Beneath.
Beneath.
Uh-huh.
What does it mean?
Oh, literally go under the bridge to literally go.
Okay, beneath it means under. Okay. No, I didn't know. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you're right. No, that's what ask. Please ask more if you have. Please. Please.
Is like beneath. Well, this word I just read it like 2 days ago and I didn't know that, and now this is the second time I see it. Beneath.
Which one? Go under?
No, beneath.
Beneath. Ah, okay. Beneath literally is under, to go under. Or something under something.
It's usually used under. Under is more common than beneath.
Uh-huh. Beneath is I think it sounds like a more British word that you may say this more in Europe. And and when we use it in America, we usually use it like to say something. I don't really want to say that. We could use this term and say, you know what? Please be quiet because you are beneath me. You are lower than me.
As a position.
As in position, which still relates to under me. I'm higher, you're lower. I'm on top, you're on the bottom. I'm up, you're down. I'm on top of you, you're under me.
Can we use it for objects?
Yes. Where is my question? Where are my papers? They are underneath the book or beneath the book. Yeah, they are under or they are beneath. Either one works.
Okay. Right.
Where are my keys? They are under the blanket. They are under the pillow.
Okay. Beneath the pillow.
Yes. Beneath. Literally under something. or in position too. You're beneath me. Quiet, quiet. You are beneath me. You are my subject. I am the king. You are beneath me.
Yeah. Okay.
The bullets are beneath the table. Well, let's see here. Class is practically over. We went over. I mean, I guess I can recap really fast, and then if we can just. I know that usually when a class is over, that people are more relaxed to can talk for a short moment. So we have like about another 15 minutes afterwards, if people want to stay here and talk. But to go ahead, literally, to proceed with, to go forward, to move ahead of, to go before. If can I borrow your laptop? Please, sure, go ahead. Sure, please bring it back in 15 minutes. I need it to go on the internet. Go, but for now, go ahead.
Okay.
Go away. My family and I, we will go away for 3 weeks on vacation. We will be going away. If we want to say past, we can say that we went away. We have gone away. To disappear, to fade, just literally meaning to be gone. Go away. Get away from me. You're bothering me. Get away. Go away. Poof. Be gone.
Go away. I don't want to see you again.
I don't want to see you. Please disappear. Poof. Like magic. Poof.
Go away.
Some people even said that. Yeah, we used to say that when we were younger. Poof. Be gone. Poof. Go away.
Be gone. Cool. Be
Poof.
gone.
Literally. Poof. All right. And to go over, she struggled to get beneath her before she finally found her footing in the sand. Yes. To go over, to review, literally, we're gonna go over after we this meeting ends. You can go over what we have talked about here at CB's recording at YouTube. We'll post the video and you can go over what we've learned today. So if you didn't take any notes, you can literally go over and hear us talking and hear and see this class.
Okay.
And then I skipped over because I said it before. I'm going to go over to my friend's house tonight. What are you doing tonight? I'm going over to a friend's. I'm going to visit my friend.
Go over to visit someone. I will add go over to the two.
I'm going over to Johnny's house tonight. I'm going over to Carolyn's house tonight. Or you can say short, like I will go over to, well, nah, not really. Yeah, to somebody's house to visit someone. More specific.
Specifically to visit someone. You use it. Go over to the hospital to visit my sick friend.
Exactly.
Okay.
What are you guys doing tonight? Well, the whole company, the whole office is going over to the restaurant across the street to have hamburgers. And to go through, literally to pass through something. There's a couple of ways to use this again. To go over, like, wow, it's a difficult one.
Which one? To go through?
To go through.
Yeah, I will go through the paperwork to
The pandemic example too.
To go through something. Literally to go through a difficult time, difficult moment. Having hope to go through it or get through it to come out okay after it's all done. To go through. To kind of use it in the past sense. How was 2020? Tell me 50 years ago, they'll say, tell me about 2020.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was a really tough time, but we all got through it. Some people didn't make it, but most of us got through it, or we got through it.
Got through it.
Or we say like, there's a virus somewhere over in another country, and it's gonna pass here in America. It's gonna pass through here, but you know what? We're gonna have to go through this, but we will be okay. If everyone wears their mask, if everyone keeps social distance, we will go through this and we will come out victorious. We will come out alive.
Okay.
And also go through to read something. So like, hey, your teacher could say, tonight everyone needs to go through the materials because there will be an exam tomorrow, which still kind of relates to go over. There's a connection there, if you could see that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, it was like similar.
Yes. And go under, literally to go under as in a business failing, non-existing, they went under. They lost all the money to continue forward. They went under. As well, to pass beneath something or for something to be beneath go under. Literally, the bridge goes under the water. There is also a bridge that goes over the water. And in this case, go there. There is go over. Yeah, there's another way to use go over. The bridge goes over the water.
Where the bridge goes over the road.
Oh, over the what?
Road.
The road? I'm sorry.
The road. Road?
The road. Yeah. Yeah, the bridge goes over the I-5 freeway. It goes over the I-5. Like road, it usually wouldn't really be where. Yeah, the bridge goes over Millstone Road. Yes. So yeah, this concludes our class. I guess it's 10 minutes of free talk. If anyone like to share something, but that is the end of the class. Everyone, thank you for coming in.
Yes, thank you, everyone. And if someone have some questions or want to practice a bit of English with us.
Well, I want to say thank you because I knew these phrases, but is something good to know the meaning because sometimes we use in the wrong way. Thank you for your time to teach us. I wish we can be together again in another meeting.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, all you have to do is you found a link on Hello Talk. Just follow me, and then if you when I post the link, if you have your notification on, then you have the link, and if you can join, then you can. But if you can't, then you just join another time. So
yeah, the last time there was like everybody cannot access to the meetings, but right now I guess there is no limitation now, right? Everyone can access to the meeting.
Yes.
No, it's okay. You are not like asking. People will not ask a request and then you would approve and then they can enter. They are entering now freely.
Yes.
The fact is that this phrasal verb, no, personally, we already know them, but we don't use them. This is the problem. I don't know. It's might be weird, but maybe because in Italian we don't have this kind of verbs, like phrasal verbs. And for this reason, it's just we don't use it. I will not say, please go ahead. I will not say, please go ahead, but I would say, please continue or please go. Yeah, because vai is going in Italian. I will say go, vai. I don't know, it's a bit strange. Going.
Let me add something. Is that sometimes I think as you become more acquainted with English, you'll start using phrasal verbs and you won't even realize you're doing it. We English speakers literally don't realize that we're using them. I remember the first time someone asked me about phrasal verbs and I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what that means. And then they said, oh, it's this. And I said, oh, we use those all the time.
Yeah. And also I would like to add that if I really recommend for everyone, if you guys want to watch series or any program, like for example Friends, which is a very popular one. I haven't watched it, but I know it's popular because when you watch those kinds of programs or all that stuff in Netflix or whatever, they use a lot of phrasal verbs, so it's very helpful too. Also, in songs, that's a way. I feel like for me it helped me a lot because I can see how they use it in the context. I can see the context, and it's easier for me to understand why they are using that specific phrase. Instead to understand just the phrase by itself, I think that's hard. Oh, and please never try to translate it to Spanish or to any language because that's a big mistake too. I did it many times. I tried to translate to understand better, but now I know it's a waste of time to try to translate it. It's better just expose yourself to music or TV programs that for sure they are gonna use these phrases because these are very, very common. And when talking about American people, right? Because I'm Latina and the same as who was Siham was talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The same as Siham. I understand what she said because again, when I was back in my country, I was practicing or using all the English from the textbook. And yeah, I studied some phrase words, but I kind of didn't understand exactly the meaning because I was trying to translate, I think. So yeah, so it's being kind of difficult, but then you need to realize and say, okay, I'm gonna add this phrase verb to my vocabulary, Instead to say this, I'm gonna say this. And then you're gonna sound more natural like a native speaker.
I guess we have to like as we are doing now, picking up these phrasal verbs and practice it. Because I watch a lot of Netflix series, but become for a long time. I can understand everything, and I can read books and I can understand. But a lot of times it's just difficult to express yourself, to find the right words to express yourself, and especially with phrasal verbs. As you said, we have to take them and to practice them, to create sentences, to create the sentences that one time you can say it, in a conversation.
All right. Everyone, it's 9:45, so I have to end the session, and I have something going on here. So.
Okay, thank you so much, James. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you all, guys. Really appreciate that.
By the way, Karen is my wife. That's my wife.
Yeah, and I will not say James' wife. I will say Karen.
Yeah, that's my name, Karen. Thank you to you all for connecting today. And yeah, I think it's been very interesting to, review, recap all these phrase verbs. And yeah, just let's keep practice.
Yeah,
We can do it, guys. We can do it. It might look kind of hard, but we can do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Bye bye. Have a beautiful rest of the day.
Thank you. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Ciao.
Adios.